Please welcome Teo.
So I'm Teo, and I'm an animation student, and this is my Zenith presentation. So basically, I wanted to create a story animation because we made a lot of animations in animation this year, and we've done a couple stories, but I wanted to really focus on making a story myself. And I wanted to learn how to use Autodesk Maya lighting. So we do all of our animation in Maya, but we never really learned how to do fancy lights and stuff. And so I wanted to use these to make like cinematic shots and things like that. So this is what the interface looks like. Let me get the laser. So this is just the character, which is a model that I took off the internet, and I cut the head off and modeled my own head and then like put it on all within the application. These are all like my cameras that are different shots of the scene. This is like a boxing ring that I modeled, and then everything is all modeled in Maya. And this is all stuff we learned to do throughout the year in animation, but what I wanted to learn was lights. It doesn't really look like this. This is what it looks like when you're looking at the lights. And these are lights themselves. So at the bottom, right here is like an area light. And what that does is it creates ambient light from the whole area it's at, which is gonna, I don't know how to explain the effect, but it's just like a light source that's spread apart fully. So it's like if light is like dust, then it's just like random dust that's like slowly fading out as you get farther. And then the photometric lights at the top are like a pointed light source. So they have like a circle that they shine on, and then whatever they have past that. And what I learned about the photometric lights is that they use an IES file, which looks like this. So you just search up IES files on the internet. You can find a bunch of free ones to download. So I picked a couple ones that I like, and I use them in my scene. And then this is like another thing like about the Maya interface. This is my character model. You can't see that right now, but he's fully shiny, which I wanted just for cool scenes and stuff. And this is the animation graph where you edit how everybody moves. This is the quick edit, which basically lets me animate the character and move it around in the 3D space. And so yeah, I did a bunch of renders. I spent like all my time doing renders. I think I have like 5,000 frames. And then I took that, I put it together in After Effects. I added some, this is like radial blur, and I increased the exposure on some of the stuff, just basic video editing. And then I made some sound in Pro Tools with mostly just the vacuum tool, because that's the only one that I know how to use. The vacuum is just like an instrument where you just kind of play around with the presets and just make your own noises. I haven't finished the sound, and I haven't finished the editing. It's not done, but I guess that would be my reflection, is in the future, like start editing everything earlier, start doing the sound. But just animation takes a long time. And yeah, here's the video. Yeah, it's pretty much that. Any questions?
I'm wondering the part where, because I'm not sure how animation works, like when it's like on the guy's face and like the shine changes, is that lighting or is it like?
That was just camera.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like I was at the top and I just moved the camera to straight and it just kind of did that. Because I had like I explained the area light, right? I had the area light at the floor, so it was shining like through the chin. So when the camera was at the top, it like illuminated the whole face, but then when I like changed the perspective, it like shifted. Yeah, just the camera. Yeah.
So when that like figure was walking through that like alley and like falling over trash cans, do you just put in the trash cans and they interact with the figure? Or do you have to also animate them to like fall with it?
I had to animate them to fall with it, but I didn't model the trash cans. I just like downloaded them off there. Yeah, I animate them.
What kind of like emotion or like feeling were you trying to like convey? You like.
I guess like the general idea is like bro got knocked out and now he has like PTSD from it. So like I guess like confusion and just like being lost kind of. Yeah.
When you said that you hadn't like it's not done, it's not finished, I assumed this was gonna be like a short, like unfinished thing. I wouldn't have guessed it was unfinished if you didn't say it.
Oh, thanks.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's just like he doesn't have footsteps and like clean up the sound a little bit. Like I gotta mix and master it. But, yeah, I'm just.
What inspired you to use that kind of sound?
I mean, it's like the only thing I know how to do with sound. But kind of like, I've been watching like some films. I wouldn't recommend watching this, but like 964 Pinocchio. And then stuff like that just kind of got me inspired. And then like some music I listened to. So yeah.
The guy, like the main character, was kind of like shiny, but was that like kind of to help show like the light reflection, or was that something you just wanted to add?
Yeah, it was to show the lights because it made the lights cooler, and I think it made the shots cool.
Yeah.
Having the light.
Also, I think the sound. You said you weren't done with it.
I know. What about this? Done.
But like, it was really good, and it really added to like the ambiance of like the story. So.
Thank you. Yeah, I was happy with the song. Like, I've been doing some like sound stuff. I like that came out. Sure.
We were all saying that like this really looks like something that would be like in the MoMA.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thank you.
You got experimental like down.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's cool.
I listen to a lot of music of the genre called space noise, and this 100% could be a video just exactly the way it is to go with the space noise music that I listen to. So if you ever want to listen to what I'm talking about, go to somafm.com, which everybody knows is what I have in my room, and go to the station. It's free, it's online, it's from San Francisco, and they have a station called Space Station. And this would like 100% fit on there. So I think you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
I really like it.
You're too hard on yourself.
I was really happy with it. It's not fully finished, but it was mostly musically actually inspired by like some like abstract rap. So like, I don't know, y'all might like Edward Skeletons. Yeah. Yeah.
When you do, I don't know that much about animation, but when you have the character like walking around, is it separate from the actual like environment, or does it like, is there physics with the environment, or do you kind of just animate them separately and have it look like it lines up with the?
Yeah, everything's animated separately. So there's no like natural physics. It's just objects there. So like, if you look really closely, like his knee goes through the trash can, which is unfortunate. But I just have to do everything. It's like keyframes, same way like you edit in film. You just make it move at a certain time. So I picked the time that he hit, and then I made it fall like with the timing on it. But it's all manual. Yeah.
So yeah, lighting is some pretty serious stuff. You must have broken our computers here. I mean, so the rendering takes forever with lighting. I know that.
2 minutes per frame.
How many?
2 minutes per frame, and it's like 5,000 frames.
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
And what made you choose specific lighting lighting options, like a spotlight versus ambient light versus, you know, floor lighting, upper lighting. Are there specific things you were really trying to go for?
I just wanted to like make the character emotional, cause like a character doesn't have like a face, right? So I wanted to like just light that conveyed emotion, I guess, was what I was going for. But I just kind of started building like how the process was is I would set up the scene, so like I modeled the scene, the boxing ring, and then I'd put in lights, and then I'd render one frame, and I'd see how it looked, and then I'd just keep like messing with the light, rendering a frame until I got it like the specific aesthetic I wanted. So just kind of like trial and experimentation. That's it. Yeah.
So like, I don't know anything about animation, but like when you were showing us the picture with like all the different cameras, like how does that work? Like you choose a camera and then it like does it for you. Like how do you know like tell the camera like where to move and like how does all that work?
So you basically like select the camera you want to choose, and then you press a button and that like sets the camera at that place, and then you go somewhere else like on the timeline. Let's say I'll jump like 3 seconds, and then I move the camera to where I want it to move to, and then I press the button, and that's gonna automatically make it move from here to there.
And you like drag it or like?
Yeah, so you can drag it, or you can just like in the camera's perspective, you can like zoom in and move there, or you can look at a different camera and drag it. So whatever you want. Yeah.
How much time like after school did you spend here? Because like after rendering?
Well, it was mostly before school. On like Wednesdays and Fridays, I was here like every day to render. It wasn't like a ton of work because I need computers rendering. Probably like in total, the whole project, somewhere between like 30 and 50 hours.
So how many computers did you have rendering at the same time?
The most I had at once was 4. Because the other animation students need computers too.
Awesome, awesome.
So,
Compared to your other projects in animation, how much was this a lot harder or?
well, it was harder because I had to learn lighting, and it was just like the most work I put in so far. In the back last question.
Are you okay mentally?
Yeah, I'm good. It was fun for me.
That was like the creepiest video.
That's what I said. I love it.
Awesome, Teo.